Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Imperator Rome campaign. So this is going to be my first playthrough in the new Menander patch, or however you pronounce that. I didn't want to start it earlier because there's usually a couple of issues with the new patch coming out there, and apparently a lot of people had problems crashing. I do think that should be fixed now, I hope so. The only downside is that I are working on a balancing patch, which is due to come out. Well, I don't know. I don't think they've said it, but I know they skipped the dev diaries this week because of they being busy working on that one. And I hope that it doesn't actually manage to screw up the campaign, but we'll see. Anyways, what we will be doing is potentially a short, potentially a long campaign. We'll see. We'll be going for the City of the World's Desire achievement because I figure that's, you need some form of goal. And, continuing in that proud Byzantine tradition, if we do have time and if stuff doesn't, get broken, we'll also be working on recreating the Byzantine Empire or Eastern Roman Empire, whatever you want to call it. So there are a couple of stages here. So I believe this is the sort of original split, at least according to Wikipedia. I'm no historian. So those would be the borders that we'd be looking at in the first stage, and if we do manage, etc., etc., we could go for this is allegedly the sort of Byzantine Empire or Eastern Roman Empire at its greatest extent. But we'll see. I mean, the balancing patch might screw things over and we'll need to reload, and then I'll probably start on another campaign. We'll see. Anyways, but we have a couple of goals. One of the problems in the new patch, allegedly, I haven't actually tried it out myself, is that it's very hard to do massive expansions, which is one of the things that they are supposed to be looking at for balancing. But essentially, if you well, aggressive expansion inherently reduces your stability, and you need at least 30 stability for being able to declare war. And obviously, without declaring war, it's kind of hard to expand. And at least, I haven't done any of these calculations myself, but people on the forum have mentioned that it looks to be more or less impossible to do a world conquest run. It probably isn't impossible. You can probably game it very much, but due to the fact that if you do large swaths of conquering, your aggressive expansion will be too high, which means that your stability will tick down and thus you can't declare any more wars. Anyways, let's actually try and boot this up. So, Iron Man mode for achievements, mixed gender rules, we'll be going as the glorious nation of Byzantion. And yeah, well, as I mentioned, I haven't actually, I will do a cloud save though. We'll go by, I don't know, City of the World's Desire. There we go. Agricidon the Great, yada yada yada, Wars of the Diadochi. We've seen that one before, don't need to look at that. So yeah, let's just double check that I haven't managed to leave any mods on. But yeah, City of the World's Desire, this should hopefully be fairly simple. But we'll see. We do start in a kind of precarious position here, judging by our neighbors. Phrygia, or well, they're called the Antigonid Kingdom now, are obviously, usually not one of the friendliest persons there. Trustworthiness is 45, aggressiveness 180, nice. And I believe that, yeah, Macedon 260 aggressiveness. How about Thrace? 260. Well, so we'll want to look for some allies fairly soon. Okay. Well, that's great. We start with potential civil war immediately. That's nice. I mean, why not? Why not indeed? Okay, let's have a quick look then. So, as I mentioned in some of the previous playthroughs, I've been wanting to, well, I've been holding off playing Republics as of late because I knew the changes were coming in and they didn't really entice me. So yeah, We'll see, because the major things they have reworked in this patch, which I'm sure you know, is culture and also republics. I believe those are the major ones. For once, I have read the release notes. I can't remember all of the things in there though. And yeah, this is going to be my first campaign. So that being said, now if you have watched this long, it probably won't be that much gameplay in this first episode. So if you're not interested in just listening to me babble, you probably want to skip to the next one. Anyways, let's check out these things here then. So this looks fairly standard. I don't see anything here. We are Propontic, which is part of the Hellenistic, which is great. We're going to be looking at integrating cultures, etc., going forward, which should be quite good if we go for the sort of whole Roman Empire thingy going, or Eastern Roman Empire, because we'll have plenty of different cultures to work with then. Should be good. Okay, we have decisions here now. Well, we are going to want to... you lose approval from traditionalists. Well, screw them then. I'm going to be incredibly progressive when it comes to that. Okay, so yeah, got decisions. Do we not have... No, we don't. We have a culture here instead. What is that supposed to be? I thought it was like a pig first, but obviously it's just a guy with a mask. Anyway, okay, so we got decisions there. That's just a normal thing there. Excuse me. We are Byzantion. We have plenty of technology. We have 3 whole territories, 26 populations. Oh yeah, there's also a new population type now. Byzantine heritage. Minus 5% morale of armies. That's less good. Shipbuilding cost minus 10%. Yeah. Great trade route cost. Okay. Not an amazing heritage to say the least. We do get extra capital import routes for this. Oh, okay. Which is, well, I mean, capital import routes is what we want. Right, everything here seems fine. Let's just go for it. So, I think we go for trade route income. We are going to be kind of trade focused, or at least try and generate it. One of the things that I know they've changed is how trade routes are generated. Because you're supposed to be able to get trade routes from citizens, aren't you, somehow? I'm not entirely sure how that works. 0 out of 2. Unless I misread something, but I'm reasonably sure that should be. They are satisfied at the moment. Population capacity, yada yada yada. As well as contribute greatly to the number of trade routes in a province, highlighted in green. Okay, yeah. So we have 1 noble and he provides 0.15 of a trade route, and then we have 3 citizens which produce 0.09 and then plus 20% because we've got 2 ports. Yeah, we got 2 ports there, so okay. Fair enough, and we do have an additional 2 ports here, so we don't get trade routes directly from ports now then. No, we do not. Alright. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's highly unlikely that I will unpause the game here, so what are we getting money from at the moment? And how much money are we getting from the slaves now? Base tax plus 22, 145% output, which is... Okay, they always produce, yeah, capital region, capital province, capital territory. I think we're going to go for the building one instead, and religious, what have we got? More civilization, which gives us what now? Pop capacity, supply limit, barbarian growth, yeah, that's not going to matter, migration attraction. Does give happiness to citizens, freemen, and nobles. so that might not be a... Won't have any subjects just yet. Monthly ruler popularity. I don't know. Usually I wouldn't bother with that for republics because you change rulers so often. And I find it usually easier to just gain popularity by sieging down stuff. Might not be worth it, but let's just stick with this. Because that should then, you know, increase the happiness well, once this actually increases. Which it is, well, we might not have needed that just yet. Anyways, okay, right, we managed to go through the first tab. Okay, so this is all new here then. Apparently people are whining at us at the moment because we pissed off the traditionalists by, you know, making women eligible for everything. Oh well. Election date, yeah. Plutocratic Republic. We have no more political power or political influence, so we can't do any of these ones here. What can we do with these ones? Manipulate candidates, that sounds great. National citizen happiness, monthly oligarchs approval. We gain approval from them. Okay. Summon curate assembly. Any character is the governor but not the ruler. Okay, so we can't do that yet now. Has enacted the abolish assemblies law. Assembly of citizens and abolish assemblies. I presume they are... Okay, two separate things there. Don't seem to have anything here that manipulates loyalty of characters. I can't remember what you used to have as a republic, to be perfectly honest. But we won't be passing any laws just yet, so okay. Right. What else have we got here then? Oh. Okay. So we are part of oligarchs, yes, we're part of this faction. Makes sense, they like us. If we abolish assemblies, then we gain more approval from them. Province of Europe has religious complexes. I'm guessing that's... Yes, okay, so that's 80 political influence to get more approval with them. How often does this change? Okay, we get the bonus. So at the moment we do get extra noble happiness because of the oligarchs. Democrats give citizen output and they give omen power. For Democrats, yada yada, you want anti-piracy statues. Right. Integrated culture happiness plus 5%. We could look at passing a law, I guess. No, we don't have... Yeah, we don't have that, so let's ignore that. Okay, we can't do any laws. We'll have a look at the laws later. Military, same thing. We are Greek traditions, so we should probably be focusing on heavy infantry. Is what I'm guessing. Heavy infantry, heavy infantry. Heavy infantry. Maybe we should go down this. No, we'll stick with the middle one. Decent heavy infantry. We should be getting quite a decent amount of tech eventually, at least while we're this small. Okay, we have plenty of available inventions. I'm not sure if we need to look at that. That is fine. Religion. Could probably look at changing ship starting experience, morale of navies. I mean, that is just terrible, to say the least. Commerce income, well, that kind of suits us at the moment. I mean, this I just want to get rid of straight away. I mean, seriously. Unintegrated culture, happiness, and discipline. We don't have anything morale of armies. Unintegrated, integrated. This would kind of benefit us straight away. Oh, there we go. We do have morale of armies plus 5.55%. Okay. Right, national noble happiness, civilization change. Alright, right, we'll go back to that. Okay, so here we see the culture stuff done. Okay, we can swap to the culture map mode straight away there. On nobles, yeah, they're all our current culture at the moment. Primary culture happiness, because they're an integrated culture, is 50%, and we have 0 unpopularity. Do we have popularity? Okay, 50 I guess is neutral. But it is going to go down, so they are going to get wine here. That's good to know. Sure. Okay, integration status. We don't have any at the moment, so... Oh, we can make decisions though. No census taxes for citizens and nobles. Output drops, but integrated culture happiness goes up. Right of appeal. Non blah blah blah. Culture freeman output. Okay. There's a temporary modifier here that the nobles are whiny. Culture freeman output, culture slave output. But aren't... I'm guessing that doesn't impact this here, but... yeah, that will just add an additional modifier there, because the happiness is locked. Okay. Culture citizen and culture noble, families to adopt cultures of cultures, yada yada yada. Okay. Profundity culture gains land, culture happiness, and loads less output from them. And freeman happiness goes down for 36 months. Extended right of appeal. Okay. Can we go back on some of those decisions then later? Well, there's not that many of them over there. Okay, not going to touch any decision just yet. Economy, same thing. We'll probably reduce the fleet maintenance, not that it really matters. Diplomacy, we have no relations whatsoever. That is pretty awful. Trade overview, right. So these ones are supposed to be new now as well. The actual trade, I remember that. Why do we have 3 all of a sudden? Plutocratic Republic. Okay, we must have done something that made it realize that we're supposed to be having 3 rather than 2. I would have thought it would calculate that straight away. But okay, what we do want is to get in iron, because we definitely... Oh, can we build heavy things straight away? We cannot, so we would need iron. Okay, we will do some gameplay here. I'm going to actually import something. Allows heavy infantry, yes. Well, we'll be wanting that straight away, and sure. We'll probably want to, you know, smooch up to you anyway. Apart from that, let's see about... How many of these are there supposed to be? Okay. 25 out of 143. Where is 143 coming from? What? Okay. Well, it's a fight. Okay, so we do still want more nobles apparently. We do want more citizens. I don't know exactly where this calculation is coming from, but that's all fine. Right, so these ones are now supposed to have been changed mainly to produce happiness. These ones are pretty much as normal. Yeah, okay, they're listed under the specific ones here. Cloth, oratory, tech investment, so I'm guessing we want to ramp up some noble happiness here. We are already producing cloth. We will be getting more cloth, so that is tempting. Okay, strategic ones are the same, food is the same. Oh, honey is a food now and actually gives you more food, okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's not think too much here. So, if we import 2 cloth, will we get... Will that count for cloth plus 4%? I'm kind of suspecting that we won't get an additional one, so I'm going to check that out, so sure. Let's grab some more from you. Let's just check. Oh no, it does. Okay, so the more cloth they have, the happier they are. Well, that's good to know at least. Not that they really matter that much, but... Or do they matter? Oh, we actually do have unrest from unhappy pops here. So even though the slaves aren't, you know, that awful. Well, let's go for stone. I do quite like to get that straight away, and that means we have actually managed to remove the unrest here now. Alright. Step 1 done. Right, where was I? Characters, trade overview. Okay, so we sorted out all our glorious trade routes. We should check out the offices as well and get them sorted while we're at it. Okay, you're part of the traditionalists. Who do I... There are no populists anymore? Ah. No, there aren't. Okay, interesting. Right, let's see. You are incredibly awful. Actually, how foolish of me. Right. You have 10, you're actually pretty good. You're actually the best one for the job. You have 8. Well, unfortunately, you're not good enough. You have 10 as well. We actually start with pretty decent researchers. Do you have good stats in anything else? No, I'll keep you then. And you have 9. Yeah, no one there. Okay. Well, you are awful, so you definitely need to go. And in your place, this fantabulous servant will rise up and give me all the more money. You are also awful. And since this person is whiny now, let's put you in charge there. Okay. You, I really do not care about national freeman happiness. I mean, sure, let's plonk you in there. And do we have anything here that seems interesting? Well, you are slightly better. Confident, reckless, character, culture, happiness, revoked office as well. I'll put you in there, then you'll probably be happier. Well, ish. Oh yeah, we can't get rid of you. Alright, well, I think it's almost time to finish this episode. Just double check. This has all been sorted. Laws, Well, we're not going to do that straight away. Apparently we are losing stability now due to low Senate support. Which is why... Law in the same category is not reasonably pushed as part of another... Yada yada, gain 10 approval from the oligarchs. Okay, 50, 50, 50, so that's why. But if we raise you... Actually, we do want to probably raise up the traditionalists because they are the largest faction here. And to do that, we need... Well, we're not going to do that, so screw that. We're not going to do that. We could push for a law, but... I'm kind of thinking that we want to replace this absolute trash. Starting experience isn't great. Unintegrated culture happiness isn't great either. Manpower recovery speed. None of those are really appealing to me. Okay, let's see. National level, civilization change, yada yada yada. Citizen happiness, provincial loyalty. Monthly ruler population gain. Population capacity, we don't need it at the moment. Monthly wages for... Ah, negative. I thought it was extra wages for them. Thing here. I mean, this is a pretty nice one. All commercial income at the moment is fine, I guess. No, I think we'll go for... Kinda tempted to go for Heracles here instead. Cohort starting experience plus 10%. We are going to get some of these ones. Oh, this is tricky. Well, let's go with that. We're going to have plenty of those ones, and we will call down an Omen, which is going to be, I don't know, nothing of these is amazing to start with. I guess we'll save some money by doing that. Alright, sorry, going to finish this episode. In the next one, I will definitely unpause it. But yeah, until that one, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!